This is one impressive looking pen. Right here we got the LE. Awesome artwork. I mean, it's really beautiful. I'm loving the powder coat to it. That green look. I don't know why. I've always been partial to this type of green look right here. Although the only thing that is kind of throwing me off, the trim up here on the back box, it appears to not be the same color. I don't know if that might just be the angle. My eyes might be deceiving me, but that I don't know, because at the same time too, around the speakers, it looks like it's the same colors up there. So that's an interesting take. If it is a different color, maybe they can fix that before. I don't know. I'm gonna just chalk it up to my eyes just being bad though. And then we also got the premium, lots of purple there. I'm loving seeing them come out of the sewer. That reminds me a lot of the 1990s film that happened. You know what? Just several years ago, like 8 years ago, or however long it was. But it reminds me of the Ninja Turtles 1990 film a lot. That back glass also, that's pretty badass. I mean, look at that. You get to see Leonardo just chopping up a Mauser. That's dope. That's there's no other way to put it. Then the Pro. There's a lot of times a lot of people believe that the Pro art looks better than the premium and LE, and this is one of those times where honestly, while it does look pretty solid, I think the LE cabinet, the back glass, I mean, that's the way to go this time around. I think the art actually matches up here, and the callbacks here, just the fact that they're showing the turtles in their disguise. Then on the back glass, you get to see nearly all the relevant enemies that the turtles fight. So it's all pretty awesome. And then here's the full LE playfield. Lots of colors. I mean, this is like 8-year-old me is just going nuts right here. This reminds me of when I was in art class when I was younger, and I just refused to use just normal basic colors, and I just like mashing everything together. Except this actually looks good. This is outstanding right here. Just the little touches, the little touches. So just going around the playfield here, of course, we got John Borg's autograph, and I really feel like Mr. Borg, he took a risk right here. If you guys notice, right in this area, he combined his first name and his last name together to make the name Jorg. I mean, that's badass. I mean, keep designing awesome looking pins like this. I'll be more than happy to call you Jorg. This is like the type of design to where you can just go by one name. And this, even just looking here, this sucker's just outstanding. The color scheme is just nothing like I've seen before. This is an insanely colorful pen. I can't even count how many different colors are here. It's almost like those pin stadiums just went straight into the playfield and it just like exploded out everywhere. Yet all the colors went in their exact spot they needed to go. I like how they have the team up, notice here. Then you got all the villains along here with all the inserts noting modes. One of the things that's interesting to this though, little tidbit for everybody, this slash right here, this actually does not look like the slash from the original cartoon. This is definitely an updated version from another time that they put together, but this is definitely the best looking slash. I mean, the slash in the cartoon, if you actually go and look at it, it looks nothing like this. And if you see it, you'll be happy that they didn't add it on because it didn't make any sense whatsoever. Now I'm noticing too, they got the neutrinos. I believe that's Dask. I mean, that's a callback right there. Metalhead, one of my favorite characters in the whole series. Love that. And then it's interesting that they have Casey Jones. Even though Casey Jones is a mainstay in a lot of people's minds, believe it or not, in the original cartoon, I think he was only in about 4 or 5 different episodes. And even then, I mean, he just wasn't a big time central character early on. But overall, this is a beautiful looking pen. Just gorgeous, really. And looking back, coming back here real quick, it's funny because I'm noticing pretty much that this side right here, it reminds me a lot of Munsters. I mean, the callback here, I don't know if John Borg or Jorg is taking inspiration from himself, but this definitely looks like the Dragula shot right here, Orbit, Spot, and the Munster. And over here, you have that ramp target ramp combo that I remember it being on Baywatch. I'm not sure if it is on any other games. I typically call it RTR. Never heard anybody else call it, but that's what I call it just because it's the easiest way for me to describe what I'm seeing. Basically just ramp, target, ramp, RTR. This is, to me, that's a cool thing to add on. I wish more pins had this, and I'm happy to see that this is here, especially with that upper flipper, being able to feed that center ramp right there. Side art looks awesome too. I mean, this is just, I mean, it looks spectacular. The colors just pop, just insanely pop. The only downside, if I had to nitpick a little bit, I wish, I like the fact that we can go under a flipper right here. What I wish they would have done, I feel like, especially with it saying layer, that this would have been, computer's going nuts, go back. Especially with it saying layer, I feel like in this area right here, that would have been the perfect like time just to put maybe some type of sewer system where once that upper flipper goes up, that makes that pop up when the time comes. And then somehow it makes it come back through the layer and down to the end lane. I would have liked to see that. I don't feel like this game needed to have a subway that goes forever, but I think that little touch would have been nice though. I don't even know what character this is either. If anybody can tell me, please let me know. That's the one character that I am totally confused to what that is. Might need to read. It looks like it's even wearing boxing gloves. I don't remember that at all. And this pizza spinner is awesome too. I'm loving the magnet. Anything that has a magnet. And the fact that it looks like you probably can just hold this flipper up and it might hit the magnet. Maybe the flipper comes up on its own, I think. I'm not sure about that, but there's definitely lots of different shots that you can tell that you can hit with that upper flipper. Looks like you can hit that Krang shot, which is that little loop combo shot. So I can show you guys right here from this upper flipper. You can hit this center ramp, you can hit the target. And then most likely you could probably even hold that upper flipper up and probably hit the April target as well. Although that might be a little too dangerous. Might not suggest that one. The turtle van. I like that they put in the turtle van. I don't like the way that the turtle van looks though. I'm hoping that this is a prototype. I'm not quite sure what's going on up here. But I don't know. Maybe that might be something. I'm perfectly honest. I'm going to be in for an LE. This might be something. Maybe I might need to have somebody repaint for me or redesign, if that's even possible. I do like the little touch here though with the turtles up front. Once again, targets, add time. I'm guessing that that must be for the playfield multiplier or maybe the modes. Again, the artwork is just awesome. I can't begin to explain how nice this really looks. I'm sure you guys are seeing for yourself, but yeah, that's pretty awesome. Shredder is dead on. And the other thing I'm noticing too with the turtles, that's not exactly season 1 turtles either. From 1987, I believe it is. That looks more like the turtles from season 3 or season 4 on. Kind of just looks like a conglomerate of things, but I'm fine with that. Splinter, obviously season 1 Splinter. I think even April is more season 1 based off her shoes as well. And Krang, little Krang bouncing up and down. Hopefully he says some awesome stuff. I would like him to be a smart ass to me as much as possible. That would be nice. This part intrigues me right here. I haven't really got a chance to watch too much gameplay, so I'm not even sure what this does, but my guess is that this does go all the way around to the orbit, and I think possibly you could short plunge and it comes back down the ramp. Although I'm not sure if that's what I'm seeing correctly, but that's what it appears. If so, I really like that little nuanced design right there to where you have to make a decision on whether you want to go ahead and plunge all the way or whether or not you want to come down the ramp. That's certainly what it looks like though, doesn't it? I wonder. Of course, we got the glider right here. In case, for those that don't know, the glider's not going to be on the Pro in terms of you being able to control it. If you have a premium or an LE, you're supposed to be able to use your action button to move the glider back and forth. And I'm noticing too, here, and this is something I thought I saw the other day on the video, that this should say build glider value. So I think you can go up the left ramp to build up a certain value, and then you can go up the right ramp to collect the value. I'm not quite sure how that works, but that's the gist of it from what I'm understanding. April target, you know, there's a lot of debate over drop targets or regular target. I would prefer drop targets, but to be honest with you, if it's just going to be, you know, one big target, I'm fine with that. I'd prefer it to look like one big target like this than it just to be a bunch of segmented up stand up targets. That's just my preference. Then overall, let's see if there's anything else. This part, I'm really impressed with this. This just looks cool to me. Just seeing the turtles, the ooze. I mean, it's just, there's no other way to describe it. That's pretty dope. Overall, I'm wondering if there's anything else that we're missing. I don't feel like there is, guys. Boys, I think overall, we got a home run right here. I mean, all it is, the design's great, the art's great. It's just, it's up to Dwight now to bring up that code and to put in an awesome code. And I feel like right here, just judging by the inserts, I think that overall that this whole code is probably going to be fairly layered, but not to the point that it's overwhelming. So being able to pick your turtle, that's going to be an interesting dynamic. And obviously, judging by the team up down here, according to whichever turtle you get, probably somewhere along the line during your progression of gameplay, you're going to be able to team up with a certain character. How that works, I don't know, but overall, there seems like that there's going to be a lot to do. It seems like there's going to be plenty of longevity with this game, especially in a home environment. But overall, I mean, it's nice. I'm definitely going to be in for one. I'm excited to see somebody play it. I'm excited to see what the rule set looks like. Other than that, though, I mean, it's all we can do. This is the right pin at the right time. I feel bad for Hot Wheels at this point. I don't know how they compete with this. This is about as close to a home run as you can get at this moment. I don't know, this pin right here, it represents a lot for a lot of people's childhood. I know there's a lot of people that might not like this type of theme, but for me personally, it's a home run theme. And I know as soon as my kids found out that there was a Ninja Turtles pin, they were all about pinball all of a sudden. And half the time I can't even get them to even turn on my machines for me. So, you know, that's a plus right there. But other than that, I appreciate you guys watching. You guys take care. Be sure and leave a comment below or hit the notification bell or hit the subscribe button if you like what you see. If you don't like it, feel free to hit a dislike. I'm fine either way. Constructive criticism is great. But thank you guys for being here, and I will talk to you guys later. Later, guys.